Tina Smith.
Oh.
Do you know why you're here?
I think so.
You think so?
Yes.
I'll explain. You had a mammogram screening 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
The x-ray showed an area the doctors would like to recheck.
The breast cancer.
Correct. Sometimes it is the positioning of the breast tissue during the procedure which can show as a shadow during the scan. However, it could be something that requires a biopsy. A radiographer will do another screening, a doctor will do an ultrasound, and then a second doctor will do a physical examination.
Right.
Have you had an ultrasound before?
When I was pregnant.
Of course. That was a while ago. An ultrasound is a machine that looks through the layers of the breast tissue to detect cancers that are too small to feel, like the size of a grain of rice. It doesn't hurt, but cold gel is applied to the area. Usually, the abnormality seen on your previous scan can be easily explained. However, there is always chance that further testing will be required. Around 1 in 10 women will need follow-up today. That's important because 1 in 7 women in New South Wales will develop breast cancer at least once in their lifetime.
1 in 7. Jeez.
So, radiographer, then ultrasound, then doctors. Got it?
Got it.
Here's your gown, opening at the front, keep your pants on, and then head back into the waiting room until you're called. Any questions?
No.
Off you go then.
Is she a fucking robot or what? Have you ever heard anyone speak like that? Apart from a Dalek. You'd think she was recording a message on an answering machine. She didn't even give me time to answer her questions.
Tina Smith? You can go through to the radiographer now. This is the same procedure you had 2 weeks ago.
Yes, you already told me that.
Mrs. Smith, please undo your gown and we will get started.
Why is it so fucking freezing in here? It's enough to freeze your tits off.
So sorry. The heating was turned off over the Easter weekend and now the thermostat's not working. We're hoping to get it fixed later. I'll try to get this done as quickly as possible.
Oh, it's a joke, really. You should have cancelled all appointments until it was fixed. I could have been enjoying my holiday with the kids. Instead, I'm here. Ow! That hurts.
Hold your breath. Breathe away.
Ow.
Now for the other side. Hold your breath.
Ow.
Breathe now. All done.
Thank God for that. Oh. This is such ridiculous. Such a waste of time. What do you want? How should I know where your wetsuit is? You packed it, didn't you? Well, have a proper look. Ask your dad to help. You want to go for a surf? Ah, I feel sorry for you. I'm at the doctor's. Look in the laundry. I've got to go. Bloody kids. Where would they be without their mothers?
I agree. Where would they be without their mothers?
I don't know. All I know is they cost a fortune.
No, but you wouldn't be without them, would you?
I suppose not. I can tell you, with the cost of groceries now, my kids eat like there's no tomorrow. My grocery bill's tripled.
You're right with that.
And have you seen the cost of olive oil?
And cheese and butter, the basics.
Well, wages haven't changed. It's ridiculous. It's so much harder now with the getting to the cost of groceries. You know why, don't you?
Why?
Bloody climate change and the need for renewables.
Excuse me, climate change is a big problem for the future of our grandchildren.
A big problem? Well, that's if they can survive on the low wages and the cost of renting or buying a property in the future. Climate change is going to be the last thing on their minds.
Climate anxiety is so hot now. It's like regular anxiety, but with better networking opportunities.
You don't agree with renewables?
Of course I do, but they're not going to keep the lights on.
My friend, she calculated her carbon footprint to the last breath. Then she flew to Bali for a yoga retreat to offset her guilt.
And what about all the wind and solar farms we have planned?
Blot on the landscape, I call them. I understand the need, but destroying national parks and farmlands isn't the answer. Renewables should be cheap.
They will be cheap once they're up and running.
Are you kidding me? It's going to take years to get to net zero.
Well, it's better than gas.
We have tons of gas in Australia. That is cheap energy and will keep the lights on while the government look for alternatives. Instead, we export most of it and end up having to buy it back.
Really?
I love how terms such as renewable, recyclable and sustainable have become marketing speak for costs 3 times as much.
It's the cost of living that's important to most of us. Maybe nuclear would work.
Nuclear? Ooh, I don't like the thought of that ticking time bomb.
It's not a bomb.
I know that. Look, you obviously have a different opinion to me, my friends.
Always fighting for a cause, I'll bet. And I hope you're not a champagne bloody socialist or even worse, radical chic. It's fashionable now. They're everywhere these days.
What's fashionable?
Identity politics.
Identity politics? Well, what on earth is that?
It's a political or social activity on behalf of minority groups, fighting for a cause, you could say.
Well, surely that's a good thing then, especially if it's fashionable.
It's become fashionable when they attach to someone with a profile.
Well, it would be a good thing if people actually believed in the cause. So-called radical chic don't even want to know the detail.
Radical chic, just another name for a trust fund and good Wi-Fi.
Demonstrating is the only way to get your point across. I know lots of people my age who love to put on a t-shirt for a cause and hand out leaflets.
I know. I've seen them. En masse.
Surely they have every right to do that. That's the point.
Of course they do. My point is, how much is for show? Would they really stop flying overseas on holidays for a cause? I doubt it.
Carbon footprint, it's the new body shaming.
That's not fair.
Put it this way, what's your carbon footprint?
How should I know?
Exactly. Most people don't. Saying and doing are 2 different things.
You can't say that.
I can. People are struggling to put food on the table, to pay for their rents. They don't have the money to buy an electric vehicle or put solar on the roof to save the planet.
Oh, I was at a lunch last week. Everyone was competing to see who could be more apocalyptic.
I think you're exaggerating.
Really? I don't think so. And the champagne socialists live in a Tesla bubble with a green banner. They wouldn't know a renewable if it flew out of their arse.
And how the hell would you know?
I've seen it. They don't struggle. They don't fight for anything like we all do.
If you say so.
I do.
You've got enough chips on your shoulders to feed an army.
Maria Rossi?
I bet she's not going to be the 1 in 7. I bet it's me. Don't let it be me. Please.
I can't believe this is happening. She's so scared, and I'm terrified for my sister. I'm the youngest in a family of 7, and everyone thinks I'm the tough one. Easter was ruined. We drank too much whiskey and tried not to think about today. I had to be strong, really strong. and it wasn't easy. We reminisced, and we cried about the times that we had, and we prayed. We prayed to my dear mama in heaven. She died of the cancer too. What if Maria has breast cancer? Who will look after her family? This is just... Oh God, it's all too much and I'm falling apart. I can't handle this. It's just too much.
Your sister is lucky to have you to talk about her feelings. I couldn't do that with my family. I thought it would make them worry too much. It's just a routine follow-up. But it was the urgency that surrounded it that worried me. Human nature makes you think the worst. Your sister did the right thing confiding in you.
She's right, you know. I couldn't have said a word to my family either. What would I say? I'm going in for tests to see if I have breast cancer, and if I do, I might die. Don't be stupid, Mum. You always exaggerate. You're such a drama queen. All families could learn a lot from you.
I am the drama queen. Look at me. Having an emotional outburst in front of complete strangers. God, I'm really, really sorry. Just ignore me. Oh, but thank you. If Maria has cancer, I'm gonna have to look after her and the entire family. And how can I do that if I break down? It's just that I'm so scared.
Hey, pull yourself together. She'll be out soon.
Oh, pull myself together. What is that supposed to mean?
I think what she's saying is take a few deep breaths and make Maria feel you're calm and in control.
Okay. Mary Mother, please look out for us and give us the strength to face any outcome.
What the hell do you want now? When am I coming home? How should I know? Why? Lunch. You want to know what's for lunch? Well, a good place to start is the bread bin. Then there's that big rectangular stainless steel object in the middle of the kitchen. I think they call it a fridge. Yes, if you open that, you may find something to eat. Thanks, Mum. Honestly, what would they do without their mum? What if it is me? What will they do without their mum?
Oh, well,
Oh, Claire, everything is fine. I'm going to be okay. Thank you, Lord.
thank you, Lord. This is the best news ever.
Yes.
Oh. I am sure you are all going to be fine, just like Maria, okay? And I'm going to pray for you on the way home, okay? Please, think positively.
I wish I was more like them. I hide my feelings from the people I love. Those two sisters, they just let all their emotions out in front of complete strangers. No holding back there.
You're right, we all came here alone with our brave masks on.
Well, fuck that for a game of soldiers. From now on, I'm letting out my emotions.
And I will second that.
I feel so much lighter now. It just goes to show how much tension we have bottled up inside. It's not good for us.
It's that fucking word cancer. Frightens the shit out of you.
What is all this noise? And all the swearing? Why are you all crying? Has something happened?
It's none of your fucking business. You treat people like they're a number on a list. This is for real. Those two sisters have been helping us get through this. They deserve a bloody medal. So you go back to your office and you can continue your heartless monologue to your next patients. You could have learnt something from them.
How dare you speak to me like that?
We are real people, you know. Scared shitless. Don't you get that?
Of course, I get that. What do you want me to say? I give you the facts so you know what the day will entail, and I've got a lot of patience to get through.
Oh, I don't think she meant anything of it. She's just anxious. She does swear a bit. And she's not politically correct. Don't take it the wrong way.
Hilary,
Yes.
you can go through to the doctor now.
Would you like to do some of this while I'm away?
Oh, well, I haven't knitted in years.
Oh, a good refresher then. Just knit a row, purl a row.
Well, I hope I don't mess it up for you.
Oh, that's impossible. And if you do, we can always unpack it.
You know, if I am the one in 7, she'll probably say it's karma. Damn.
That was a bit harsh.
Oh, she deserved it. It's good to let her know. Might improve her communication skills.
She is only doing her job.
True. I shouldn't have said all that, should I? It was really rude of me. Sometimes I just can't control what comes out of this blabbermouth of mine. It'll get me into real trouble one day. Oh, perhaps I should do some knitting, calm my nerves.
You might have to do mine if I muck it up. And don't worry about the counsellor. I'm sure she'll understand you didn't mean it.
But I did. Anyway, you won't muck it up, and if you do, I can fix it. I was an avid knitter when the kids were little. My sanity when they went to bed at night. Then life just became too busy, and it was easier and cheaper to buy jumpers at Kmart. My 2 kids wouldn't be seen dead in a hand-knitted jumper. It's all designer brands and logos now.
Such a shame. All this disposable fashion. It's cheap, but it all ends up on landfill. Kids don't wear clothes beyond an Instagram post these days. Get knitting and save the planet.
Well, that's a chunky knit. It's a nice colour. What do you think it is? A scarf?
Looks like it. Doesn't it look great? I used to knit booties for the church stall years ago. That was on tiny needles and fine wool. This is so much easier.
Oh, you've done a wonderful job. Thank you.
Is this the knitting club?
No. It might look like it, but we're all just calming our nerves.
You are? Why's that? It's not that scary, surely?
Well, you can probably tell that we've all been crying. It's not that we were told the worst, it was just that we were overcome by emotion.
Sorry, I missed it.
It's not like me to cry. I couldn't hold it back.
It was 2 beautiful sisters that did it.
What did they do?
What did they do? It's hard to explain, really.
They opened their hearts to us. They showed us their vulnerable side and they talked about their love for each other.
And their fear.
And their faith and trust in God.
And how we all need support from our families by telling them our fears and our feelings instead of keeping it all bottled up inside of us.
So we all just let it out.
Quite literally.
Wow, I really did miss something special.
Well, you won't miss the counsellor.
Now.
Oh, sorry, don't mind me. She's just doing a job, you'll see.
Well, I better grab some of that knitting. I haven't knitted since I was a little girl.
It's great for the nerves. By the way, was that a scarf I was knitting? This wool really is amazing.
Oh yes, a scarf for my granddaughter. I've already knitted her a beautiful jumper to match.
I thought knitting had gone out of vogue. I can't handle hand washing them. It's much easier with acrylics, just throw them in the wash.
Oh, nothing says environmentally conscious more than wearing plastics that will outlive the pyramids.
They don't feel the same and they're nowhere near as warm.
They're original and they last for years.
That's what I said, reduces the landfill.
Australian wool isn't cheap anymore. People think handmade goods are somehow inexpensive because the labour of love is free.
This wool really is amazing.
This is Chinese wool. Costs half the price, looks just as good.
Surely buying Australian is a better option.
If you can afford it.
It amazes me how some people think that synthetics are somehow morally superior to lamb's wool and sheep's wool.
I don't have the time or the money to knit.
That's a shame. Would you actually wear a hand-knitted jumper?
Of course I would. I was brought up on a sheep farm. I can still remember the oily smell and the sticky texture of the wool when they'd been sheared.
Oh, what a wonderful experience.
Then the wool was taken off to the manufacturers. My mum would use her leftover wool to make us beanies and these cute jumpers. She put so much time and love into them, so they were really special. My sister and I still have them. Do you know, I haven't thought about that time in years.
There you go. They didn't go to landfill.
Do they still have the farm?
My dad still works on the farm, but it's a much smaller operation these days since Mum died 3 years ago.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. She must have been young. That's very sad.
It was. And that's why I'm here. Mum was only 53 when she died. She was diagnosed with breast cancer, and then it was identified that she had a mutated BRCA1 gene, so her chances of survival were very slim, and it was too late to treat.
Shit. I've never heard of that.
Neither had we until Mum was diagnosed. It can be hereditary. I didn't think I needed to get tested earlier. I was too busy and hoped for the best. My sister took the test and hers was negative. She made me take the test, and mine was positive.
So what does that mean?
It means I need to be vigilant with breast screening. If anything shows up on my mammogram, it can be treated immediately.
And what would that entail?
It would be the standard treatment. I've been advised that a double mastectomy might be another option to reduce the risk of breast cancer ever developing. So this mammogram will help with my decision making.
Fuck. A double mastectomy. That sounds drastic.
I know, but really for me, it might be the only option. My chances of dying young from breast cancer are very high, and I don't want to do that. I've got to future-proof myself.
Shit, I don't know what to say.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said all that. It does help to eventually come to terms with this. Although I would have preferred coming next week. I suppose it's good to get it over and done with.
Hillary Jackson?
Bloody stupid timing if you ask me. Just after an Easter weekend. And can you believe the heating isn't working? We should have all been rescheduled.
That would have suited me. I'm so exhausted having worked all over Easter.
You poor thing, and there's me complaining. What do you do?
My partner and I run this lovely restaurant on the water. We needed it to be fully booked because our electricity and gas bills have tripled, as of the basic food items. We have this great product, but balancing the books is a challenge.
I thought I had a bad feeding two teenagers. I was just saying that the media blame it all on climate change. It's that or the war in Ukraine. They get blamed for everything. It's just a bullshit excuse if you ask me.
No one is asking you.
Do you know that some restaurants are charging $25 for a glass of wine? And not even great wine at that, just to cover their costs.
$25? I'd expect a bottle for that.
Those days are gone. Cheapest is about $70 if you're lucky.
All due to climate change.
Don't be so cynical. Climate change is a problem.
It's the cost of living, I told you, isn't that right? I bet all the people in your restaurant wouldn't have a clue how the other half live as they tuck into their lobster washed down with a glass of moe or a $25 glass of wine.
Well, we did go through a few crates and the lobster was a sellout.
There you go. They live in their own safe world and they love it like that. I grew up in a working class suburb. I saw people struggle week to week. I was one of the lucky ones, smart enough to get into selective high school.
I'll get my violin out. You are on a roll, aren't you?
I suppose I am. And I love it.
I can tell. I think you're winding me up.
I am. Next time you go on the road for climate change, you ask the other protesters what they're fighting for. I bet most of them don't have a clue. Most of them come as part of a renter crowd.
You sound like a Trump supporter.
And what if I am? At least he gets things done. We need someone in Australia caring about the cost of living instead of terrifying young kids that the world's about to end due to climate change.
She may have a point, you know. We need someone with guts running this country, not just pampering to every cause to win votes.
Oh, be careful what you wish for.
Cost of living should be at the top of the agenda, not climate change. We would have loved hiring extra people over the weekend, but we couldn't afford the penalty rates. Anyway, enough gloom and doom. At least I can sit here and knit.
I've never thought of it that way before. You enjoy the rest while you can.
How are you going with your knitting?
Oh, just keep going. It is getting very big.
Well, at least knitting is a lot more relaxing than getting head up about politics.
Who's getting head up about politics?
The knitting group, experts in everything, not just knitters, you know.
Life would be so boring if we all agreed.
I agree. Freedom of speech has gone out the window. It's very difficult to have a discussion about anything these days for fear of getting called out or cancelled.
Well, I say what I think nowadays. Ladies, I have the all clear.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Great news.
It's been an inspiring morning with you. I'm a bit like Rosa, the strong one in the family. She let it out. I didn't. But I will in future. All the best.
Good on you.
Claire Downey.
Wait for it. Just listen and nod.
You are such a character. You make me laugh. You don't hold back and you say what you mean, even if you are wrong and rude.
What do you mean? I'm never wrong or rude.
You would admit to it even if you were right.
Right?
You just love winding people up, don't you? I like that.
You do? Well, there you go. Well, anyway, how are you going now? Your sobbing was getting to me.
Oh, I can't believe I did that. I don't usually cry, let alone sob. I must have been feeling so tense inside. I feel so much calmer now, though. Do you? Had it not been for those two sisters, we all would have sat in complete silence, hearts racing, doing our own thing.
We all had our masks on and put on a brave face when we need to. Not good, really.
You know, I'm still thinking the worst. I don't want our plans to be ruined.
Plans? Oh, I'd love to have plans. Right now it's just getting the boys through school, making ends meet, and hopefully not having to sell the house. Well, tell me about your plans.
Well, my husband and I, we both retired at Christmas. I've been working for my firm for 25 years. we decided it was time to join the jet-setting boomers and put our plan into action.
Fair enough, you sound like you've got a good plan.
Well, it was going to be a great plan. Neither of us has been overseas before, so we thought that would be a great place to start our retirement, with a grand tour of Europe.
I'm envious. I suppose our time will come, but it'll take a while to save up for a trip like that. Maybe when we're empty nesters.
You won't believe what I was given as a retirement gift.
A gold watch.
No, much better than that. My boss shouted us the trip.
What, the whole thing?
The whole thing! He was very sneaky, always asking lots of questions. I didn't think anything of it, but he was collaborating with my husband.
Very sneaky. So what did he actually pay for?
Well, he paid for 2 business class flights to London, plus hotel and car hire, and a cruise around the Med for 14 days.
Bloody hell! I wonder what your carbon footprint for that's going to be.
Probably massive. And he gave us $10,000 spending money. I couldn't believe it.
I bet you couldn't, you lucky bugger. He must have got his money's worth out of you.
I didn't think I was that valuable.
What's wrong?
What if I have breast cancer? Everything will have to be cancelled. I've been waiting so long for this time in my life, and it could be gone. It was supposed to be so special.
And it will be.
Do you think so?
I'm sure of it.
Joan Taylor, you can come through to see the doctor now.
Oh, wonderful. Here you go. I didn't get very far. And you, behave yourself.
How'd you go with the commandant? I mean counsellor.
I get what you mean. I took your advice and just listened. What am I knitting now?
Just squares are fine. They sew them all together and make patchwork blankets for the patients in the hospital.
Oh, what a great idea. My mum used to do a similar thing with her leftover wool. She'd make these beautiful blankets and give them to our older neighbours at Christmas. They loved them.
Perhaps I should do something like that. Being more neighbourly. I think my neighbours are terrified of my big mouth. Maybe if I do something like that, they'd see my softer side. My bark's worse than my bite, you know.
I'm sure it is. You'd be surprised how many people respect those who say what they think. Stops all the gossiping and backbiting.
Well, what you see is what you get with me.
I wish I could be more like you. I was so relieved to end my corporate job, even though it was so well paid with good prospects.
Why would you leave something like that? Surely it's better than serving people at a cafe.
Restaurant, please.
Oh, sorry, restaurant.
Oh, to be honest, corporate life just wasn't what I thought it would be. Too much gossiping and competitiveness, people sucking up to bosses just to get a promotion. It just wasn't me. I could have done with your courage to speak up.
Courage? Is that what you call it? Oh, we'll take that. I don't think everybody'd agree, though. I'm not exactly politically correct, as you've already heard.
It's the best thing ever being my own boss, aside from the money, of course. Office politics just wasn't for me.
I'll bet it's me. The 1 in 7. If it is, what will I do? How will I react? Will I cry in front of these people? Will I be stoic? Oh, take a breath, Tina. Calm down. You haven't even got the results yet. Stop worrying, for goodness sake.
I'm Mrs. Collins. I have an appointment to receive my scan results. Can I have them now because I need to leave?
Leave? Your appointment is for approximately 4 hours?
I can't stay for 4 hours.
I'm sorry you didn't understand that you need to be available for 4 hours, or perhaps longer, to have this follow-up. It was all explained in the letter you received.
I don't understand. How dare you? Of course I understand. I understand everything. And you don't understand my situation? I can't just wait around.
But...
Sorry to bother you.
What do you want now? To humiliate me?
No, there's a woman in reception. I think you need to go and see her. She seems really upset and anxious.
Me? The heartless, monotone robot?
Look, I'm sorry. If you don't hurry, she'll be gone.
Hi, I'm Jane Foster. I'm the counsellor here.
I don't care who you are. I have to go, now.
Please, just come into my office and I can explain what will happen today.
I am going into nobody's office. The only place I'm going is home.
But you've only just arrived.
Exactly. And I'm going now. The receptionist said I would need to stay for around 4 hours. All I need is for you to give me the results of my scan.
Did you get the letter stating you should allow yourself 4 hours to go through the whole procedure?
Will this letter?
Yes, it clearly states...
But whatever it clearly states, I don't have the time.
You must make time. It's for your own good.
My good? What about my husband's good?
Your husband, what does he have to do with this?
It's none of your business.
I can understand that you're
Look!
upset.
Can you just go and get my results, please?
Please, just give me 5 minutes and I can see if I can fit you in with a radiographer, and then you can come back at another time for the ultrasound. That should take less than an hour.
An hour. I don't have an hour. Look, I had a scan. You have the results. All I need is for you to tell me what it is. I don't need another scan.
Sometimes a second scan can show up differently to the first. What initially may look like a problem may not be. Around 1 in 10 need follow-up, so hopefully you could be okay. Just give me 5 minutes and I can squeeze you in for a mammogram immediately, and then we can arrange for you to come back at another time to see the doctor.
You're wasting my time. Even arguing about this, my valuable time. I mean, time I don't have.
I can understand that you're upset.
How can you understand? You don't understand anything.
I do understand.
What? Do you understand? Nothing. Do you understand? I have a very sick husband at home. Do you?
No, I'm sorry.
There you go. You have no idea what's going on in my life. Why should you? It's my responsibility.
Perhaps if you tell me, I may be able to help.
Help? Help? How can you help?
Give you some support.
So will you sit with him all day? Wash him? Feed him? Give him his medicines?
I can arrange for a social worker to call by and review your circumstances and sort you some assisted home care.
My husband is dying of cancer. I mean, he refuses to go to the hospital or have anyone come to the house to help. And he only wants me. And even now, I've left him for too long. And it's only been half an hour.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sure you are. Now, if you can't give me the results of my last scan, I'm leaving. If I do have breast cancer, I don't have time to get treatment. So the result doesn't really matter. If I die, I die. And that's all there is to it. God, I've spent too long, wasted too much time here.
I'll go and see if the radiographer is free.
She means well, you know. We've all had a good cry this morning. We're all scared. So you're not on your own. The counsellor is just trying to do her best so that you can hopefully eliminate breast cancer, and then you can go home and keep looking after your husband.
I can't go on like this.
He's a very lucky man to have you, but there comes a time when you have to accept some help, even if it is against his wishes. You have to look after you too. The counsellor will figure something out and come back and let you know. She's a very caring and thoughtful woman, and she's just got your best interests at heart.
I shouldn't have been so aggressive towards her.
I'm sure she's used to it.
Mrs. Collins, would you like to come through to the radiographer and we can see what can be arranged?
Yes. Thank you.
Caring and thoughtful. You've changed your tunes. Very diplomatic of you.
I know, I can be when I want to.
Well, you really helped turn that situation around. And you didn't even swear.
Fucking right I didn't. My good deed for the day. And I think that counsellor might have forgiven me too.
That woman seemed so angry. But underneath, you're right, she was probably just scared for herself and her sick husband.
It's so easy to judge people. We have no idea what's going on in their lives underneath. That woman's got a lot. Let's hope something can be worked out for her. I bet it is me. The 1 and 7.
Europe, here I come.
Oh, I knew it. That's wonderful news. All that worrying for nothing. Now you can go home and pack your suitcase, and don't forget to pay your carbon offset.
Don't you worry, that is exactly what I will do after a glass of champagne.
You took your time in there.
I know, I had the ultrasound done by a lovely young doctor.
Oh, I won't mind that.
Cheeky. And then his senior walked in, checked everything with the scan I had.
Very thorough, 2 doctors.
And then I had a third doctor.
A third one.
He was a lovely semi-retired doctor who did the physical breast examination.
Well, you can't get asked for better treatment than that, and you got the all clear. Good on you.
Yeah, I feel so much lighter now. Goodbye, my friend. I hope we meet again soon.
But not here, right?
Right.
When you get back from your trip, I want to hear all about it.
Absolutely.
How bet it is me.
Mrs. Smith, thank you. All sorted. You can go through to the doctor now.
What's up now? Well, you'll be pleased to know I'm fine. Yeah. I love you. I know you do. Okay, see you soon.
You sound very happy.
I am. You know, I was convinced it was me. And it isn't. I'm so relieved.
Well, hopefully it isn't me.
You'll be right. I'm sure of it. Goodbye.
What if it's me, left alone without reverie, all alone with my history? Maybe it's me, could it be me? Wait and see is all they're provided to me. Just stay calm, sit here, wait and see. Could it be me? Could it be me? Could it be me? Probably.